I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. This is a 1998 Petrof piano, 6'4", and this is an awesome instrument. This is a what I would kind of consider like a BMW of a piano, meaning a sweet instrument, kind of high end, and I mean when you play it, you definitely get that luxury kind of feel, which I have kind of grown accustomed to for Petrof. Basically every Petrof that you play, that's kind of what you get. Steinway is another good example. They sound sweet. They can actually, you know, they've got a great name. They can be a little bit more hit and miss, I find. And then Mason Hamlin is another one that is kind of on that same tier. Others that you might recognize if you're into pianos, you might recognize, like Bechsteins are really nice, and Bosendorfer, Sauter is incredible. These are pianos that are in that like upper tier that would absolutely be at home in any concert hall where you've got high-end pianists flying in for a one-night performance. This is the kind of instrument that they're playing on. Where this one is a 1998, it needed some refurbishing work, not very much. It wasn't used heavily, but a little bit. And actually, I found out that one of my friends and mentors, a guy named Jim Busby, actually did quite a bit of work on this piano. So it was actually really cool to open that up and see what Jim had done. And Jim's just an awesome technician. And then we're just kind of maintaining. He actually did quite a bit of kind of refurbishing, bringing it up to its full potential. So hats off to Jim. Petrof. I'll mention one more thing, and then I'll talk a little bit more about this piano in particular. Petrof. So they're from Prague in the Czech Republic, and they've been manufacturing pianos for, I think they're on like 5th generation now, possibly even 6th, going all the way back to the 1850s when they started manufacturing pianos. And if you know anything about that part of the world, Central Europe, these are craftsmen of the highest order. In every sense, I put them in there with the Austrians, with the Germans, with probably the Hungarians are in there. These are just like incredibly talented people that are well known for. Well, I mentioned BMW. That's German, isn't it? Isn't German? Bavarian Motorworks, German. Anyway, I don't know that much about cars, but I know about pianos. So high end. One last thing. I actually visited the Petrof factory a few years ago, and we were looking in the design room, kind of where they do all of the engineering, and the engineer, the guy that does all the layouts and he designs the soundboards and designs the bridges and the plates and everything. He was in there. He's kind of this like wild-haired Albert Einstein-looking kind of genius, and he had his workspace was a complete disaster, and he had all of these blueprints just kind of scattered around. And I saw that, and I was like, "These are so cool." And he was like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I need one of these. Can I buy one of these?" And he was like, "Well, why would you want one?" I want to frame it because it's incredible. It's art. And he thought I was crazy. He thought I was a really weird American, but whatever. And he was like, "Well, I'm not gonna charge you anything. Here. Let me find a couple, and I'll just give them to you." So that's an upright. That's a plate. That's where the piano design process begins, is in designing the plate, laying all of that out, and then after that's designed all mathematically based on properties of strings, basically, and the kind of tone that you're going for and the size of the piano that you're trying to fit the case into. And then here's a grand. Again, that's all laid out. You can see like coffee stains and rips, and it says 1990. That's kind of cool. And then he signed his name. The other one I think has stains on it as well. So I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, like, piece of artwork for my piano shop, and I love it. So after that is all laid out, then it's actually made out of wood. They actually make it like in 3 dimensions, and they make it out of wood, and then use that as the mold for the sand that they put into the sand and kind of make an impression, and then pour the cast iron into that, and that makes the plate. And they can only do so many runs with that wood, because as you're putting it in and taking it out, the sand, of course, is eating away at the wood, and then you've got to make another one based on that blueprint. Okay, so this particular piano, 6'4", which is a really good size. It's what I like about 6'4" pianos in that range is that it's maybe a little bit bigger than the average piano that you find in a living room. The average piano in a living room might be in like 5'10", 6 foot maybe, and so this is only a few inches bigger than that, but you're just getting more power, more richness of tone. You're getting all of that, and it's not taking up that much more space. So one last thing that I'll mention about this particular piano is value. That this piano, brand new, is extremely expensive. What is it? 100 and, I think brand new. I didn't look it up before making this video. I want to say they're like 120,000. So these are, like I said, these are high-end instruments that are very expensive, made by some of the very finest craftsmen in the world, and they deserve their $120,000 that they get for this piano, brand new, because they're world-class artisans. And of course we have that piano for nowhere near that. We have this piano for a fraction of that price, and you're getting a refurbished piano that's going to be hopefully as close to brand new as we can get it. We can't get it perfect 100% brand new, but we can get it really close, really nice, and that's hopefully it's well worth the tens and tens of thousands of dollars that you're saving for going for a 1998 versus a brand new one. Nice. Really nice touch. Obviously great tone, very pretty piano. There is nothing to complain about on this piano, especially the value. Great value. Thanks for watching.